city's lost, so we're on the move. We are splitting up into units of 300. 100 fighters, 200 civilians each. I've already sent out 9 of these units. You're the last 3. Weaver, I'm giving you the 2nd Massachusetts. I'm also giving you Tom as your second in command.
The idea is that whenever there's a large concentrated group of people, it's a lot easier to detect with the alien technology. So that's why we all decided to evacuate the city of Boston, which has been overrun by the aliens, and break up into these smaller groups, which are being sent to various regions throughout Massachusetts.
Our best bet is at Sundash in Belmont.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to agree, you just need to listen. Those are my orders.
Yes, sir.
Weaver is a wild card, and that's played by the great Will Patton, who we all come to love and respect.
He's a guy who, when we first meet him, feels like he's a very hard-to-read, very militaristic guy.
You watch him go through a journey of being that guy you want on your side, and he has to make the hard decisions other people aren't willing to make. But he can be so focused on the military, he can get a little blindsided and forget the humanity part, which is where Anne and Tom come in.
Civilians versus the military, it's an age-old question.
Which side do you come down on?
I think civilians are a liability and a hindrance. I also feel that they're the best motivation we have to fight.
I play a guy named Tom Mason, whose primary objective is just to keep his kids safe, keep his family together. And then that family sort of grows by extension to include the 300 people of the 2nd Massachusetts.
History is full of inferior forces creating so much trouble that the invading army leaves. The Athenians at Marathon, the Scots against the British, the Americans. Our revolution fought right here. We can beat them.
I think when Tom starts out, he is this reserved, intellectual history teacher who is a family man, and because of the circumstances that are so dire, and because he's protective of his kids and for the human race, he's then forced to be someone who is in charge. So what are we doing? Running? Regrouping?
Retreat, regroup, return, revenge.
I play Anne Glass. She's a former pediatrician. She lost her husband and her son during the attacks. Anne comes to really be fond of Noah Wiley's character, Tom Mason, and she ends up being sort of the doctor in charge. There is a silver lining in all of this.
Oh, yeah?
If this hadn't happened, I'd be dealing with flu shots and neurotic mothers.
I'd be grading midterms, or at least staring at a stack of blue books trying to figure out how to avoid them.
One of the great things I think about the show is it shows that instead of us coming apart, we actually come together and find more strength in each other.
Falling Skies, this June, only on TNT. We know drama.